I think my preference here would be the approach that Nancy suggested. Maybe pass the first time, and then if 2 hearts comes around to us, as we think it probably will, because we think that responder's not going to bid again, responder probably doesn't have an invitation. Now you have a true takeout of hearts, right? Rather than being 5-5, you're 4-0-5-4 shape. And you have a takeout double of hearts.
You have, well, if you count distribution, you have a 20-point hand.
Well, but you gotta find a fit.
Right, well,
We
but
gotta find a fit, yeah.
well,
And
you're
if,
assuming they're gonna
yeah.
bid one of your suits, and you
Yeah.
can count that void.
I mean, yeah, right, but remember, partner could have 5 hearts over there on this hand. It may not have a good fit for us.
Well, then you could leave it in.
Leave it in.
And that's probably what would happen. So your delayed takeout double, you know, we think of a lot of our balancing doubles. They can be pretty weak, a lot of our balancing actions. But sometimes you do need to see where things go, and you can actually pass the first time and get back in later and have a pretty good hand. So, I want to give you one more thing. Are you okay if we run just a couple minutes long?
Yep.
For one last example? It's another lead directing sort of situation, but it's a little bit different. And I am not playing today, so I don't have to rush into the other room. So let's say I give you a hand that looks like this. With 4 little spades, you have a heart void, and you have an ace. Ace of diamonds. All right. And your opponent's, your left-hand opponent opens a spade. You and your partner are not involved in the bidding, and they proceed to have this auction. So it will be your partner, not you, on lead to 6 spades. Do you feel like you have a chance to beat 6 spades?
Yeah. If they could lead a heart. Yeah.
All right, so you need 2 things to happen, right? You need partner to find a heart lead, so you can rough the opening lead. And then you can cash your ace. Figure our ace of diamonds is hopefully cashing, right? I think it's worth a shot. The thing is, if partner does not lead a heart on opening lead, are you going to beat this contract? If the opponents have their bids and they haven't lost their minds, probably not, right? Because you may end up on lead with your ace of diamonds at some point, but how would you get partner in to get your rough? That partner's probably never getting in after the opening lead. And even if they do, your trumps have probably been removed from your hand by that point, right? So this actually has to happen on the opening lead. The question is, do you think partner's going to find a heart lead when the dummy is known to have a 5-card heart suit?
Nope.
Probably not. Your partner is probably going to be inclined to lead a minor. In fact, the most likely lead that you're going to get from partner is the unbid suit, which is diamonds. Well, great, you have the ace, but that doesn't get you your rough. All right, so the idea is you can make a special kind of lead directing double here. You are going to double the final contract. Now, you are not guaranteed to beat this. The reason you are doubling is because you are telling partner, I need you to find a lead that you wouldn't ordinarily make. This is called a Lightner double. Has anybody heard of it? Yes. It is a particular kind of lead director. Lightner, spelled like that. It's not always completely clear what the lead is supposed to be, but most commonly, it asks for partner to lead dummies first bid suit. You're asking for an unlikely lead because you know it's the only way to beat the hand, if we can beat the hand.
It's asking partner to lead what?
Dummies
Yeah,
first.
and so in a general
dummies.
sense, because there are some Lightner situations that are different from this, where it's not always clear, but I would say probably 95% of Lightner doubles, if you're unsure, if you see this double springing up out of nowhere, you and your partner have never bid and the opponents, you didn't push them to slam, they got there on their own, they wanted to be there, right? Because they were confident that this was a good spot, that they had 12 tricks. So it's a double that kind of emerges from nowhere. And it says, partner, I need you to make an unusual lead. And what you should normally do is lead dummies first bid suit. That's what it calls for almost always. Like I said, we could find an exception, but I wouldn't worry about the exception because usually it says lead dummies first bid suit, which is what you want, right? So that means that if you're actually voiding clubs, not in hearts,
You don't do.
you can't double the final contract because partner would lead a heart. So
That's nice.
If you can remember
now,
it.
what this means. now, what this means. Let's say the opponents are in a 9-card spade fit, but they're getting a bad trump break, right? And what if you have something like King, Queen, 10-4 of spades? And you look at this and you think, ooh, they've got a problem in the trump suit. I don't think they're going to make this. You may be tempted to double that. But that's not what double shows. Now, you may double it anyhow if you're that confident that you have it beat. But keep in mind that if you double, just on principle, I think they're not making this. But the fact of the matter is, if they've ended up in a slam and they're missing the King, Queen, 10,
And the ace of diamonds?
well, no, let's say instead.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, in that case, yes. Could you double what you double? Yeah. But remember, when the opponents end up in a slam like that, you're probably getting a good result anyhow, right? You don't need the double because they've already overbid the hand. They've already ended up in slam on a hand where people aren't going to bid beyond game, right? They shouldn't be bidding a slam missing the king and queen of trump.
And
So-
an ace, yeah, that's two
Yeah.
key cards.
So the idea is you don't need to get a penalty double in there to get a good result. When the opponents just screw. Look, sometimes the opponents have a key card accident or something like that, and
We've done that. A key card accident.
So yeah, the trickier Lightner doubles are the ones where they end up in, say, 6 no trump. So, right, because 6 no trump, it's not like you're roughing the opening lead, and so then it's like, okay, well, but you could have ace king or ace queen in a suit that dummy bid, right? So, and remember also, especially like a situation like this, remember, because of our other lead directors, if it was a club lead that you wanted, wouldn't you have announced that at this point of the auction?
Mm-hmm.
Like you had multiple opportunities perhaps to make a lead directing double. And so hopefully partner would work out, well, it can't be a club because they had a 5 club response to 4 no. And if partner wanted a club lead, she could have said so right here. So you can kind of go through this process of elimination. It's like, okay, well, it's not trump. Well, partner wouldn't tell me to lead a trump against 6 spades. That doesn't make any sense. Partner could have asked for a club lead, didn't, with like ace king or ace queen of clubs or something like that. Partner didn't do that. Diamond would be the natural lead. That's what you figure partner's most likely to lead if you don't give any help. Yeah. So you can sort of work through this, right? Process of elimination. So yes, that is the Lightner double, which is yet another form of a lead directing double. It's just kind of a weird one, so. All right.
Would you say that Lightner double is basically for like slam?
Yeah, you know, it can be used for game contracts, but you would typically only see it for slams, so. I have used it against games. In fact, I used it, I don't remember if I told you this, about maybe just 4 weeks ago. I had a hand come up where the opponents bid the 3-no, and my partner was on lead. And my right hand opponent had opened a spade on 5 to the 10. And I had like ace, king, jack, 9, 5th or something like that. Well, because that was, you know, but that hand was going to come down as the dummy. Well, partner was never going to lead a spade, right? Partner had a singleton or a doubleton spade here. And was never going to lead a spade. He was going to lead 4th best from something else. So I doubled the final contract of 3-no, which called for the only suit that declared, this auction went like a spade, a no trump, 2-no, 3-no kind of thing. So no other suits were even bid, right? Well, the expectation is partner's going to lead 4th best in an unbid suit, right? So if I doubled 3-no. Unfortunately, partner and I hadn't talked about this, and I thought, he might not know what this means. So he didn't lead a spade, but fortunately I still got my spades and beat the hand. But you know, if you ever saw that auction, that actually would be a Lightner double too, right? And so the thinking is, here, okay, that is dummy's first bid suit, but think of it this way: what is your partner least likely to lead? Dummy's 5-card suit, right? The only suit they bid, known to be a 5-card suit because it's a major that they open. How are you ever supposed to get, you know, I mean, I had an opening hand and my spades were much better than dummies, right? How am I ever gonna get a spade lead on this hand? Gotta tell partner to do it on the go. And that doesn't mean that 3-no wasn't making it. I mean, we're not guaranteed to beat it, but I took a shot, so. And it turned out we were beating it, even when we beat it, even when partner didn't get off to the right lead. Fortunately, they didn't have 9 tricks, but, so.
So when you bid wildly like this, in your experience, how much of the time are you successful?
Well, it's not wild. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't be completely like I wouldn't have doubled 3-no on just like king jack 5th, right? That's not a good enough holding. I had ace king jack 5th, and I'm thinking, well, the one card I'm missing in the suit is the queen, right? Where's that card likely to end up? It's probably going to be in the dummy. And partner's on opening lead, right? So I want partner to lead through that queen right now. So, you know, are we guaranteed to beat it? No, but I want to give us the best chance. So, yeah, it's not as wild as it sounds. Yeah,
I actually like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. That's my favorite after double.
Yes.
The Lightner's double.
The Lightner's double.
Yeah.
What about Snapdragon though? That's a good one,
Yeah,
right?
that's a-
That's not to say